Sorry. Friends, I'm sorry. Since my video is not working, I need to switch it off. Secondly, at Toastmasters, we try and use English language as the mode of communication. In case you're using any other language, please provide its translation. Thirdly, do not talk about sex, religion, politics during the meeting. Fourthly, don't frown the speaker by creating any kind of disturbance. Always use a show button for raise of hand in case you would like to speak. Please mute your microphone unless you're speaking. And please applaud enthusiastically and loudly for all our performance. Your applause will certainly going to inspire and motivate them. Now, it's time for me to read the mission statement of the club, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, without further ado, I would like to call our president, Himani Singh, who's ever smiling and energetic. Let's warmly welcome her jointly. Please start with a big round of applause to welcome our president. Over to you.
Thank you, everyone.
Himani.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Toastmaster Seema. A very good evening, everyone. Can I have the reciprocation as well? Can you all please unmute yourself?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Very good evening, Himani.
Very good evening.
Very good evening.
Good evening, Himani.
Thank you. Very good evening. I, Himani Singh, President of Weave to Lead Toastmasters Club, warmly welcome you all to 69th meeting of our club. So when I say 69th, I feel so proud that exactly after a month, we'll be celebrating 75th milestone of this club with a new executive committee. And I would like to sincerely thank my EC team by working together consistently and with resilience. So June is the time when elections happen for the new executive committee and we pass on the baton. So to all the members, if you want to gain experience as a leader, become the part of the executive committee, which consists of 8 members, including the past president. So as our signature slogan says, leaders don't stop until they are on the top. So therefore start thinking towards it and plan, because planning is the key for the leader. So with this note, let's welcome our guests. I think I can see one guest, guest Rekha. Hi, Rekha. Could you please unmute yourself and give your introduction? So you can tell us what do you do and what is your expectation from Toastmasters. And also we would like to see your lovely face.
Hello.
Hi, Rekha.
Hi.
Can you please come on camera?
Ma'am, I can't open my camera.
Okay. No problem. So go ahead, give your introduction. You can share your introduction with us.
And I'm basically from Uttarakhand, but currently I'm staying in Delhi with my family. And currently I'm pursuing my post-graduation in mathematics. And
Okay.
I want to join the Toastmaster Club because I want to improve my communication skills and want to overcome my stage fear because I have an interview. So want to improve my communication skills for that so that I can give my best and 100% to that interview. That's all.
Okay. So for that, for cracking your interview, you should definitely join Toastmasters. It will definitely help you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rekha. So hope you have a very good experience with us today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and Rekha, yes, one last question I usually ask from all my guests, whoever joins. So what is the fun fact about you? Any fun activity that you did lately? Rekha, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Rekha.
Yeah.
So one more question. One more question. What is the fun fact about you or any fun activity that you did recently?
Yeah. Recently, actually, yesterday I did river rafting. That is the fun activity done by me
Okay.
in which case.
Quite courageous. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
now we can move to Shilpa. Hi, Shilpa. I think you've joined us for the second
Hi,
time.
Mani.
Hi. Could
Yes,
you please
yes,
give your
yes. Hello.
introduction again?
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah, definitely. So my name is Shilpa Gupta. I am in totally in IT. I have around 15 years of experience. So still I am thinking that there are a lot of things which we can improve, and that's the public speaking skills. So that's why I have gone through a lot of Google, and I was thinking like, I don't need English speaking course. Actually, I'm looking for the public speaking course. So that's why I got to know about Toastmaster, and that's why I'm here. I mean, definitely last time when I joined, it was a great experience. So that's why I'm here to open up within the group so that I can speak. So that's a major thing I'm here today.
Okay, welcome, Shilpa.
Thank you.
It's a very good platform. You have landed at a right platform. Okay, so next question. What is the fun fact about you?
It's a very difficult question when you are asking us, Rekha. I was thinking from that and like I have to speak, but I was not able to think for next from last 5 minutes. Still, I'm thinking. I think this is a
No
gap that.
problem. Any fun activity that you did recently?
No, actually, I traveled to Hyderabad, but still, means there's no fun activity I have done that. So I was thinking from 5 minutes, but I was not able to. Might be next time I will think to, and I will let you know.
Okay, thank you. Hope you have a good experience
And
with us today.
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So moving further. So now it's time to invite our Toastmaster of the evening. Well, currently she is the president of the club. Have been a Toastmaster since 1.5 years now. Professionally, she has 10 years of experience as project procurement manager. And one thought that drives her, that is the driving force to achieve her goals, is when you want something, the entire universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So this is from Paulo Coelho. So yeah, and today she has brought up a very important theme. Every speech delivery is incomplete without it. It can make or break our speech too. Every speaker crave for it. Who aces it, spread the magic like air. And it is one and only magic of voice modulation. So calling upon stage, Toastmaster Himani. So it's very weird to call upon, I mean, myself only. All right. So find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. Said Stefan Covey. He's the famous author and the speaker. Let me first ask a question. What does delivering a speech mean to you in terms of metaphor? Anyone? What does delivering a speech mean to you in terms of metaphor? You can compare it with any object. Anyone? Can we have a raise of hand?
I think
Yamanan wants to speak.
I think it's equivalent to sketching because you really need to
Wow.
have a good balance of like thick and thin strokes and create a beautiful picture out of it for audience.
Hmm. Very creative, Toastmaster Manan. Kudos to you. Okay, Priyanka. Yeah.
As for me, it's equivalent to play any instrument, musical instrument, violin, guitar, piano, anything,
Okay.
because it has lots of chords and you need to work upon that.
Okay, that's a great one. Toastmaster Adish.
In my opinion, a speech is like a flowing river. So it changes its course at every point of time within the 7 minutes which we have to speak. So that is how I categorize the speech.
Okay, so we have many creative people in the house. Toastmaster Seema.
I would relate it like a rainbow. You can fill any color you would like to do it.
Oh, wow, that sounds really good.
It gives you ample
Alright.
opportunities.
Yes. Okay, so now, okay, Toastmaster Rajesh also wants to say something.
Yeah, like in my point of view, like speech like should be like water, in water flow according to different speed, like one layer of water is flowing in different speed, and another layer might be flowing different speed. So
Wow,
similar,
great attempt.
yeah, so similar, our speed should be also sometimes slow and sometime like in high speed.
Wow, great attempt, Toastmaster Rajesh. Okay, now we can move to Toastmaster Ashish.
In my view, I think it is similar to cooking food, because you have to put all the ingredients and you do not know what the concoction is going to be like. So you have to make sure that you put the ingredients in the right quantity and at the right time, and you make sure that they are cooked and they are sorted at a particular level of flame. So I mean, everything comes together to make that beautiful dish. So this is what speech is all about. This is what communication is all about. That you have to use all the ingredients in the right quantity and the right at the right time, and with the right amount of adjustment, you can say, so as to get your message across.
That's an amazing take. Thank you. We can move to Suraj.
Yeah, actually, according to me, if you are good at speaking, then there are probably chances that you can become a good leader. That's the one thing that I want to say. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your feedbacks. Delivering a speech to the audience, for me, it is similar to the journey of the train, right? The train journey becomes much more enjoyable and adventurous when the train traverses through peaks and valleys. Instead of just going in a flat terrain, the train changes its speed based on the terrain. So similarly, our speech should also be going through moments of peaks, valleys, flat terrains, and at times even a complete pause, isn't it? We can achieve that by tapping on the power of voice. So Toastmasters provides us a platform for finding our own voice and honing it. So before moving further on this theme, let me explain the structure of Toastmasters meeting, especially for the benefit of the guests. So the whole session is divided into 3 parts. Prepared speech section, wherein speakers come prepared and deliver their speeches based on their pathways or the projects that they have chosen. And then the best part arrives, whereas the most exciting and fun part lies, which is a table topic session. So in this, topics will be given and speaker needs to deliver an impromptu speech of 1 to 2 minutes. And best part is the guests can also participate. So Shilpa and Rekha, please do participate. You will get a feel how Toastmaster works. And third is the evaluation session, wherein all the speakers and role players who will come on stage, they will be evaluated. And this session will be led by the general evaluator and supported by the tag team. Okay. I won table topic contest in my club. 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 Well, this is voice modulation. It can raise your enthusiasm, excitement, mood. In a nutshell, it is like it links your audience with you, right? So tell me one thing: what happens when you speak monotonously? What happens? Any raise of hand? Just while, yeah, Manan.
I think the audience loses interest. Like beyond a point, you just stop listening.
Yes, bang on. Ritesh.
Yes, according to me also that the audience feels bored and loses his interest.
Yes, people lose interest. Priyanka has also raised the hand. Okay, no problem. So people lose interest. That is one part. You get bored after listening. Listening that. So all this happens, right? Have you ever watched the cricket commentary? You would notice that a commentator and the bowler sync in rhythm together to make it more beautiful. How do they do that? So as and when the bowler starts running, right, you will see the voice modulation in the commentator, and that graph keeps moving, right, and that makes it interesting. Probably that's why we don't get bored even if we watch 6 hours in a day, isn't it? So when we talk flat, it seems really dull, and that's why we need to have similar variation in the voice modulation. The way we speak the words, the way we articulate them, the way we put stress on different words changes the meaning of the entire sentence. So we should be mindful how to use the voice modulation as well. So let's do one activity. Okay, I'll give you one sentence and you will speak it in a different manner. How? So by putting stress on different keywords, and you need to identify and tell what is the meaning of that. I think it's okay with everyone. You can do. You can give a thumbs up to me. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. So there is a sentence. I want you to bake cake for me. Okay. And these are the four types of. I mean, this is the subtype of sentences, and here I, you, bake, me, and these are the words where you need to put the stress. So who needs to volunteer here? Can I have a raise of hand? Toastmaster Seema would like to try. Okay, please go ahead.
I want you to bake cake for me. I'll try it once more, please. I want you to bake cake for me. I want you to bake cake for me.
Next one. Ritesh, can you try?
Yes. So for the first, I want you to bake cake for me. I want you to bake cake for me. I want you to bake cake for me. I want you to bake cake for me.
That's great. So have you felt the difference in the meaning in both four of the sentences? Right?
Yes.
So definitely, when we put stress on certain words, so that's probably the reason, that sometimes we give wrong message to the person by making stress on certain words. So we should be careful for that. So this activity tells us that we can't modulate the complete sentence in one go. We need to look for certain keywords. What is the message that we want to pass on? So in this first tip becomes that find out those keywords in speech and put emphasis on that, and ensure that we modulate in a proper manner to convey the suitable message. I hope it's fine with everyone. Okay, so now let's take a pause, and it's time to call upon our general evaluator, the person who is chemistry lecturer in Akash Institute, has been a Toastmaster since his college days. That's inspiring. And recently joined our club. The one thought that drives him is to be perfect, but never regret making mistakes. So with thunderous round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmaster Adesh. I'm really sorry for the introduction of his role and his tag team.
Anyway, it happens, Himani. Akash Institute is where I teach. Thank you so much for the introduction.
Sorry.
No problem. So, as you know, that I'm the general evaluator today. I will be providing feedback on all the auxiliary role players, as well as the main role players of the meeting, that is TMOD, as well as the table topics master. I will also be observing the meeting and making evaluations, such as how the meeting began, how it ended, and what was happening between the different speeches, the segues between speeches. So, as a role of my evaluator role, as my duty, I will introduce our evaluators. For the first speaker, Speaker Manan, the evaluator is TM Seema. Please give the pathway introduction for TM Manan's speech. Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Let me first introduce a speaker. TM Manan is learning to aim for the sky and beyond because he's trying to explore within to identify his hidden treasures. His pathways is strategic relationships, and today he would be delivering level 2, project 2. The objective of his speech is to identify his own cultural identities and the stereotypes that impact other perceptions about him. Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Seema. Good luck with your evaluation today. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Priyanka. The evaluator is TM Ashish. TM Ashish, the stage is over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Well, today I have the good fortune to evaluate the speech of one speaker, Toastmaster Priyanka Verma. She is delivering her level 3 from, she's delivering her project 3 from level 3 of Pathway Persuasive Influence. And the purpose of the project is for the member to practice using vocal variety to enhance the speech. I wish her all the best. I'm sure she's going to come out with flying colors. Back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish. Now we'll move on to the auxiliary role players for the day. First of all, a timer, the one of the most important roles in the meeting. PM Suraj, please guide us about the different timings of different speeches, as well as also the cards which we will be showing. Yes, PM Suraj.
Thank you to General Evaluator Ashish. Am I audible to everyone? Okay.
Yes, you are.
Time and tide, wait for none. Good evening, dear fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today I am playing the role of timer. I will time general speeches, table topic speakers, auxiliary role players, and the evaluation. I will also alert each speakers of the time they have left using green, yellow, and red card, which denotes specific times remaining. Right? All speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Auxiliary role players should represent their report between 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. That's all from my side. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Our next auxiliary role player is the R counter. So, Toastmaster Mohit, please tell us about your role. The stage is over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Hi, everyone. My name is Mohit, and today I am playing the role of A counter. I will be listening to everyone carefully and listening the word sound, joiners word, as, a, sounds, you know, like, project, and repeat words. Those words. I will keep a record of those words and present my report at the end of evaluation. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Now, our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Aruna, please post the word of the day in the chat box and also tell us about your role. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. My role is to check the good usages and not so good usages, and I'll present my report at the end. There is one more thing that I have is word of the day. The word of the day is peek. Peek means not to check anywhere, something from a hidden place, like not to look at someone or something from a hidden place. For example, close your eyes and no peeking from behind. Whenever someone uses the word of the day, please applaud with a thumbs up to encourage the speakers and everyone else to use the word of the day more often. I'll present my report at the end when called upon by General Evaluator. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arunima. So that is all our tag team for today. I will hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, PM Himani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adesh, for this wonderful introduction. All right. So moving back to our theme. Do you know the 4 P's of voice modulation? Does anybody know? 4 P's of voice modulation. I think I should have the raise of hands on this question. Come on. All right. No. Toastmaster Seema.
Yes, pause, pause,
Wow.
pace, pitch, pronunciation, and practice.
Okay. All right. So very close, Toastmaster Seema. So 4 P's of voice modulation, which are the basis of voice modulation actually. The power, pitch, pace, and pause. So there are 4. Sorry, 4. Yeah. So now, let me give you an example. And here we have the bowler and he's ready to bowl the ball. There's a batsman who is also ready. He's now running fast and bowling the ball, and it's a 6. Do you observe the change? Which P is dominating here? Power, pitch, pace, pause.
Pace.
Pace.
Okay.
Pitch.
All right.
And power also at one point.
At all 3, I would say
All 3.
pause,
All
pace,
3.
and pitch.
Yeah. Well, I have given this example with respect to power. Okay. All right. So can anyone tell me what is power? Any wild answer? Any
Energy.
energy? Okay. Any more answer? What is power
Strength.
in voice modulation?
Strength of the voice, how strongly you portray your voice. Strength.
Okay. Okay. So basically, it's a volume. Sorry. Yes, Anjali said something.
Yeah,
Hi,
stamina.
Anjali. First of all, welcome to the club.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, power. Power means stamina and strength.
Okay, power means stamina. Okay, no problem. So basically, it's a volume. So likewise, we use remote control to change the volume of our TV. So we all have the remote control of our voice. We can change it as per the requirement. But why should we change it? To convey different meanings. If I want to show energy, enthusiasm, anger, I will use high volume, right? When I want to convey something emotional, something serious, something that I want people to pay attention to. So when I want to say a secret, and I want to tell you this, so you can lower down your voice, right? And volume. So by this, you can convey the message, you can convey the meaning and show the impact that you want to create. Now let's do one example. Let's do one activity. I hope you all can see my screen. So it's a sentence. I didn't like that. And you need to say it in 2 different volumes. So who would like to volunteer? Toastmaster Rajesh, I think you should try. First say in any
Yeah,
high or low.
yeah, definitely. I want to try. Okay, so first I would like to say like, I don't like that. And second one is I didn't like that. I think both are similar.
Okay. Toastmaster Seema, you wanna try?
Yes, please. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like that.
Okay. Okay, good. Suraj.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Okay. Okay, now let me just try, okay? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So that's a high volume. So I think I'm able to convey my message from this sentence. So yeah, so basically in this, I have kept my pitch same and volume, I've changed my volume. So it created a difference. So let's have a first speech. And for that, I would like to invite the person who is known for his calm and composed demeanor. The thing that drives him is the excellence around him that inspires him day in and out. So, calling upon stage Toastmaster Manan. His speech title is Generational Slit. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Toastmaster Manan, Generational Slit, Toastmaster Manan. Over to you.
Well, a very good evening to everybody from my side, and thank you so much, TM Himani, for inviting me on stage. Well, the title of my speech is Generational Split. So I think I got you there. So anyways, so as you all know that we all are having, especially the ones who are living in north part of the India, we are having a heat wave going on for a really long time. And we all are really pissed. So just to calm myself down, I was sitting last week with one of my friends in the evening, frustrated with the heat and relishing on the cold beer. And we were having this one conversation about what? About life. This is the best topic to talk about when you're having beer with your friend. So one of my friends, and she's one of the closest friends, she was telling me about the midlife crisis that she's going through. Well, we are a generation who's always living in crisis, and she was just explaining her life's crisis to me. So let me tell you a bit about my friend. So she's 29 years old, works in an corporate, loves to travel, and wants to live her life as it comes. She just loves being on the edge of things. So the problem or agenda of that night was that her family is not understanding her live-in relationship with her boyfriend. So now after being with her boyfriend for 8 years now, she want to declare it in front of the family. So she spoke to a couple of people in her family, especially her mother and one of her uncles. And they were like totally disapprove of the fact that living relationship is not a concept as per them, which is very validated as per their thinking and their point. So she was thinking, why people of her family of the previous generation, as they call it, are not understanding about her mindset and what she wants to do in life. Well, I think this is something that we all face in day-to-day life on various topics. Now, as per her, like her argument was that the concept of marriage is very relic. It was created in ancient times just to avoid the wars, so that one tribe of people can actually build relationships with other tribes, and they can live peacefully and exchange resources without actually killing each other. And now she thinks that in today's time, the concept of marriage is not that relevant. It is just a mental thing because they've been living in together for 8 years now. They are supporting each other in their careers. They are being with each other through the thick and thin in life. And this all translates to the understanding of marriage that we have. Agree. Now coming to the other part of the argument, what she tells me, what their parents tell her. So her parents tell her that marriage is actually a social setup that brings a lot of legitimacy and security to your relationship, because it is not just about two people, it is about families. It is about not the situation which is faced by two people, it is about the other people who come together to help those people to walk through the different phases of life. Both the arguments were, I think, correct in their own sense. And she was looking at me with all those big eyes, sipping beer, and asking me for my opinion, who do I support? Well, what do you think? Like, which side of the argument did I support it? Well, before you answer that, I would say, being a friend and especially somebody who's paying the bill for you for that night, I actually supported my friend in her argument. But I also told her this thing, that jumping the guns is not the solution. Sometimes, in my opinion, sometimes we put a lot of onus on our previous generation to understand each and every aspect of our life. But we need to see this thing, that whatever the scenario that we are living in today is actually very different from the times that they were raised in. When they were, going through their childhood and their younger days, they didn't had so much of cultural exchange. They didn't had social media. They were all stuck in different struggles of life. They were actually hustling to build the things which we got today and we take them for granted. So these people didn't actually had the time, right? And there was also lack of mass media communication. So a lot of different thoughts were not just getting exchanged so rapidly. And the role of people was actually decided like in the form of a handbook, like everybody's role was decided, right? And people were following what was written there and what was being taught to them by their previous generation. So I feel, just to say this thing so casually, that our parents or our previous generation don't understand us easily, I think it is just little bit tough on them, because the people who are actually struggling to put status on their WhatsApp and Facebook, it is not very easy for them to understand what we are thinking in our lives. It is not easy for them to understand why we want to go out and party. It is not easy for them to understand why do we want to just Netflix and chill on internet. Why do we want to leave our jobs and travel? Because these are the things that have come up just in like past 5 to 10 years. So these 10 years cannot fill the gap of 40 to 50 years of life that they have spent without experiencing all of these things. So I would say that generational slit that we experience with our generation, we are going to experience same things with our next generation. So in totality, whenever you're having some sort of discussion with somebody who you think is not understanding your point of view and who is trying to teach you something from the old school, listen to them, put forward a genuine argument, and then see where you want to lead the conversation and what decision that you're trying to take. That's all from my side, and back to you, TNO.
Wow, what a phenomenal speech you have delivered, Toastmaster Manan. Huge round of applause for you. Can we have please 30-second pause? You can pour in your feedbacks to the speaker directly. And of course, the commendation, recommendation, both. I think it will be good for the speaker to improve upon. In
Yeah,
the
hi, this is
meantime, can
Shilpa.
we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shilpa.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
just one line. So the topic was great, and actually the delivery, how he delivered the topic, so that was very engaging. So both the things like topic and how he present his topic, both topics were great. Both the actions were great, basically.
Great. Superb. Okay, in the meantime, can we have all of you in on the camera, please? I think we can have a group picture now. Toastmaster Rajesh. Hi, Anjali. Hello, Swatantra.
Hi.
Rekha. I think Rekha won't be coming. So what gesture we should make today? V sign or Manan, can you suggest some good gesture?
I think TM Ritesh should suggest this time.
Ritesh, please go ahead.
We can like with both the hands we sign.
Double. Okay. We can do this.
Okay. All right. So give me a moment, please. Yeah. Thank you. Let me just save it. All right. So now comes the second element of voice modulation, which is, okay. So I will not tell, I will demonstrate with an example. Once upon a time, there was one rabbit who was passing through the jungle and he saw a wolf. The rabbit says, "Oh, do not eat me." "No, I'm going to eat you today and have a wonderful meal." "Oh, please do not do that to me, please." Okay, which P you see here? Come on, everyone, which P you see here?
Pitch for sure.
Pitch.
Superb, bang on. Thank you,
Pitch.
Toastmaster Ashish.
False.
Yes, it is pitch. A lot of people confuse themselves in power and pitch. So pitch is basically, somebody has come. Pitch is basically the frequency of your vocal cords, the rate at which our vocal cords vibrate. So in this rabbit and wolf situation, so pitch is highly useful to demonstrate the conversation between two people, between two animals or people. So let's have a similar activity with you all. I need one volunteer, please, for that. Who has raised the hand? Okay, Toastmaster Rajesh, you try first, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Father and son conversation is there, and you need to enact both the sides.
Okay. Son, Papa, I want chocolate. Now, Papa, no, I told you, you should have, you should not have it. You already had 5. It's not good for your teeth. Son, Papa, please, Papa, no, no, we are done for this week.
Okay. Does anyone else want to try? 5 participants have raised the hand, but I cannot see. Okay. Shilpa, do you want to try?
Yeah. So son,
Okay.
Papa, I want a chocolate. Papa, no, I told you you should not have it. You already had 5. It's not good for your teeth. Son, Papa, please. 1. Papa, no, we are done for this week.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Shilpa. Let's go to Mohit.
Just Papa, I want a chocolate. No, I told you, you should not have it. You already had 5. It's not good for your teeth. Papa, please one. No, we are done for this.
I think that's a super wonderful enactment actually. Good job done, Toastmaster Mohit. So let me also try. Papa, I want one chocolate. No, I told you should not have it. You already had 5. It's not good for your teeth. Papa, please one. No, we are done for this week. So that's my try. I hope you got the message, how we can alter the pitch and how when using pitch, you can tell a story, you can give an example in the speeches. You can actually, so when you are telling a story or quoting example, you can speak like someone else. So it's a great way to demonstrate the conversation between two people. All right, so now let's have a second speech. And for that, I would like to call upon our speaker too, Toastmaster Priyanka. She's known for her proactiveness, the skill that is essentially required as VP membership, and she's acing that role. The thought that which is a driving force for her is don't go behind success, give your best, and success will be your second nature. Toastmaster Priyanka, overly expressed or rightly depicted Toastmaster Priyanka. Over to you.
Good evening, friends. When I started my journey as a public speaker, initially I got impressed with my growth. But after 7 months, I felt my growth become stagnant and it was not going up. I want to know the reason behind this. I inculcated all the feedbacks I have received till date from my all mentors. Then I found one gray area which I need to work upon, and that is the theme of today's meeting, voice modulation. So it becomes a one short-term goal for me, how to modulate the voice. After so much effort, I tried to achieve it. We'll talk later about it. But before that, I have one short story for all of you. Listen it carefully. Once upon a time, a person having a long mustache, wearing a white hat on his head, was roaming around the forest. He just entered inside the forest and he got astonished with the beauty of lovely nature. He was enjoying the lap of nature. After spending few hours, he wanted to go back. But when he started to go back, he was all alone in the dark, gloomy forest, and he was not getting his way. He tried hard, but didn't find the way. He got tired and sat beneath the long oak tree. Few moments later, he listened a whispering voice. मेरे पास आओ, इतने घने जंगल में तुम क्या कर रही हो? He started to check around himself, but didn't find anyone. Sweat started to drop down from his face and he got paled off with the fear. Suddenly, voice came again. मेरे पास आओ. He got so furious that he became unconscious. Few moments later, when he got his consciousness, he saw a person coming from the forest and asked him for the helping hand. The person got a ray of hope and got relieved from his fear that finally he will get back to his home. That's a short story. I want to know on which places you find changes in the emotions or any ups and downs in the speech. Anyone can tell or everyone can tell.
I think the Mere Paas Ao segment.
Okay, nice observation, I must say. So let me give you the component which I used in my voice modulation. The first basic component of my speech was to know the content, to know the circumstances of my speech or the dialogue or any conversation. So in my speech, the content is related to the situation of a dark forest, have a lovely background, person went inside and got fear, and finally he got relief from a fearful emotion. The second important component which I used here to know who is your audience. So if you know the age of your audience, you will be able to make your speech powerful, humorous, maybe surprising, and depends upon your story, your dialogue, right? And the third important component of voice modulation is practice, practice, and practice for different emotions. Emotions can be anger, happiness, sad moment, crying moment, fearful moment, surprising moment, awe moment, jealous moment, or you can add more. So let me give you the few examples of different emotions. I have one statement. He left the room. So I will depict it in a 5 emotions. Happy moment. He left the room. Anger moment. I told you he left the room. Crying moment. He left the room. Surprising moment. Is he left the room? Or careless moment. Yeah, maybe he left the room. So as much as you practice for the different emotions, you will the power of voice modulation. You will the master of voice modulation by practicing. As we all know, human voice is the most powerful instrument of all, but yes, most difficult to play. And voice modulation is the one thing that needs practice, practice, and practice. Over to you, Timot.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. You have delivered an apt speech to this team. Thank you so much. Yes, practice, practice, practice is the secret weapon of honing your voice modulation. All right, so can you please unshare Toastmaster Suraj? Thank you. So can we just pause for 30 seconds and can we just pour in our feedbacks to Toastmaster Priyanka through chat box, or you can say direct to her? Okay, so let's resume our theme only and talk about the third element of the voice modulation, which is pace. So everyone, so to all the Toastmasters, what is pace? Please hurry up. Let Swatantra wants to say something. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hi. So pace is all about that how you are talking to your audience. So you should talk in such a way so that everyone is able to, make it clear. Like they would understand what you are saying. So your pace should be in such a way so that everyone can, enjoy what you are saying.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Seema.
Pace is actually the speed at which you are speaking.
Correct. Very correct. So the pace is the rate at which we speak, the speed at which we speak. So let's do one activity. Okay. In this, you will need to make variations in your pace. So let me share my screen. I hope you all can see my screen, and I need one volunteer here. This is a sentence. Who would like to volunteer? We have little time constraint. We just have 2 minutes. We need to wrap up. Then our second session would start. Rekha would like to try. Okay, so Rekha, please go ahead. Mohit, would you like to give it a try?
Okay, let me give it a try. I got up very early. I got ready. I dressed up completely. I reached the school just to realize that there was a holiday.
Okay. So you can make little variations in the sentence of pace.
Okay.
All right. So let me just try. I got up early. I got ready. I dressed up completely. I reached school just to realize that there was a holiday. So you can try like that. All right. So when you so here basically I've changed my pace to convey my meaning. So when you speak general, common, basic, you speak fast, and when you want your audience to focus upon, you speak slow. So you lower your pace. Correct. So now let's have our next session. And for that, I would like to call upon our table topic master. So this is the most exciting session. And he's the person who is one of the most tech savvy person that I've come across. My go-to person for all the technical glitches. And the person who's always available to help the club members. Our treasurer, Toastmaster Ritesh. And the thought which drives him is everything happens for our own goods. So chill, relax, and keep doing the good and honest work. So next we have table topic session with Toastmaster Ritesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Himani. A very good evening to all our dear Toastmasters and our dear guests. So today I will be playing as a Toastmaster of the as a table topic master of the day, and it is one of the most exciting session according to me because in this we have been given a topic and we can speak at our own thoughts. We can just flow our thoughts with whatever it comes at our mind. So previously I was not able to speak much at the table topics, but keep well practicing, it will be very much exciting for us. So I'll just want to convey one thought, like there's time limit of around 1 minute. So we all have to speak for around 1 minute at least. And the maximum time limit is 2 minutes. Okay, so I'll start the session. I'll call upon Toastmaster Rajesh or Toastmaster Seema. Would you like to participate?
Yeah, I would like to participate.
Yes. So I'll share my screen. Just give me 1 minute. Yes. So Toastmaster Rajesh, the table topic is if you had to live without one of your senses, what would you choose? Toastmaster Rajesh.
Okay, so actually, like in my point of view, I don't want to lose any of my senses because it is very necessary for me and even everyone. And suppose you have given and so you already like you have given me a topic as I have to lose one sense. I think I think um, I want to I want to lose my smell sense as compared to other sense. But in reality, I don't want to lose any sense. I think smell sense is not that much useful as compared to other sense. We have sense like eyes, ear, tongue, taste. As that's why, according to me, uh, I would like to lose my smell sense. So over to you, Toastmaster of a day. Table topic master, sorry.
Table topic,
Ritesh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very well tried, Toastmaster Rajesh. I'll say you have all rightly said that we have been gifted with the best senses available in this world, but you have chosen a smell. That's totally fine. Okay, so I'd like to invite our guest, Anjali. Would you like to participate?
Okay. 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 Hello. This is the first time I joined the Toastmaster. First, I will tell the reason why I joined the Toastmaster. I want to gain my confidence level. I want to speak in front of public and my friends, many things. So thank you so much, Himani, for giving me this opportunity. I can say that. So let's move forward to the topic. The which sense I can, I want to lose.
Anjali.
So I
Anjali.
believe, yeah, you're saying something.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Yes,
Anjali, you will be given a different topic. You'll be given a new topic.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can think for 30 seconds and then you can speak, since it's your first time.
Thank you.
Okay, so Toastmaster Ritesh, you can go ahead.
Yes, I'll share my screen. So yes, the table topic is what are the three things in nature that you find the most beautiful? Yes, Anjali.
Nature. We can understand the thing with the nature. I love about the nature. It's first thing is it's beauty. Okay, and second is you can say that sorry.
Yes, you're going good. Can explain what you like being in the nature.
So they explore the beauty and the freshness of the plants, tree, and everything, the environment, and other thing is I don't know exactly what I come to my mind. Is it
Anjali, do you love mountains or beaches? You can speak about that.
Actually, I'm a Pahadi person, so I am born and bottom, mountain person. But I like to visit in beaches. I visit only one or twice on beaches, but from my childhood to my education, I stay in a mountain. So somehow I know about the mountain, but right now I don't get any specific, things about the nature. I didn't get at this time. This is the thing this is the thing I want to improve. That's why I came here. So
That's a great
That's
attempt.
great. That's great attempt. That's great attempt. So next, I'd like to call Ashish.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Am I visible clearly?
Yes, Ashish. So we have the next topic as if you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Actually, I would love to uh, share my views on that because I myself am a self-proclaimed cook, not a cook, a chef, I would say a budding chef. Ever since the lockdown started, I've taken to cooking like a duck to water. And since I stay alone, I mean, I had no other choice. There was no services or maid that we could avail. So I took to cooking and I started enjoying making omelets a lot. This is one thing that you're gonna find me having uh, most of the time during the day. It could be in the evening, it could be during the day. In fact, even in my supper you would see me having an omelet. And sometimes, I mean, the obsession is so much that I even go on to upload the pics on my Instagram account whenever I prepare such a uh, circular omelet. So yeah, over the course of 1 year, the shape has indeed become more circular. So I'm pretty happy with that, that the meal that I really like to is getting a good shape, and the taste has also got better. I would love to invite you guys over for a omelet feast. And I mean, it's very difficult to say because there are so many varieties that the Indian cuisine offers. If you're in North, you have chole bhature, you have tikki chole, but when you go to Mumbai, you have pav bhaji, you have bhel puri. So it's very difficult to pick one. But since the topic requires me to pick one, I went ahead and picked omelette, and I usually have it with tea, and sometimes I try to experiment a lot. I try to put in a lot more, uh, like I try to put some oregano in it. I try to put some exotic ingredients in order to experiment with my dish, with my omelette. So yeah, this omelette is something that I can have for the rest of my life without batting an eyelid. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Yes, great Ashish. So thank you for sharing your favorite dish. And definitely during the lockdown, we all have been become in a circular shape. Yes. So next, I'd like to call Rekha. Would you like to participate? Our next guest.
I think Shilpa, you should try.
Yes, Shilpa.
Yeah, Ritesh, sure.
So Shilpa, we have the next table topic as if you could be on a reality TV show, which one would you choose and why?
Okay. So I will choose Kapil Sharma show because personally I feel that I can crack lot of jokes. When I was in college, I was the funniest person. So I used to crack lot of jokes. So now, yeah, after some age and now we are doing jobs, might be our lives are not that funny, but we enjoyed in the college. So definitely that pace has been changed now. But still, if I will be part of some show, definitely I can crack lot of jokes and I can make everyone very, means I can entertain the people. So I personally feel, yeah, Kapil Sharma show will be a best show for me if I have to attempt something there. Yeah.
Yes, that's great, Shilpa. I mean, we all in living in a corporate life and we definitely need something to be entertained. So
Yeah, and
having
I
a
think
joke
that's a
is the best
yeah,
thing.
and yeah, and I think that's a most important thing. Like that will make our life happy. Means definitely we all are going through lot of stress, so that's a best thing. Means whenever we will, usually we are a lot of people are not looking for not going to watch Kapil Sharma show just for the time pass. Even they think that okay, they will get 1 hour of relaxation in their life. So I personally feel, yeah, means life should be easier and we should try some such things to make our life easier at least for 1 hour in a week. So that's,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. Thank you, Shilpa, for sharing
Thank
your views.
you. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Swatantra. Would you like to participate for the table topics?
Yeah.
So the next table topic is as who is a person in your office/college that you admire the most and why?
All right. The person to whom I have been working since so long is Mike Thomas. Uh, it's not about that he's a very easygoing person, but the personality of that particular person is so good that every day you will learn something great from him. Being a flight lieutenant in his profession, he is so down to earth, so grounded, and he knows, everyone with their names. And once he comes in the office, it seems like the energy has come to the office because he greets everyone with, morning, with name, how are you all, and these all things. What I have seen in him is that, you should be humble enough if you are on a good position. Because with your uh, position and with your experience and what you are doing, people usually like to talk to you. They would love to listen the experiences and the things. So I would say that because he's a person who is so humble and kind, he's a person who always have an open doors for everyone. So people always take something from him. And I have seen people as a boss, everyone praises him. It's very difficult for us to praise the bosses every time, but he has such a lovely personality that I would say that every leader should have that sort of personality where he will teach the team. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, very, very well attempt, Swatantra. I mean, you have given us the very valid points to love your bosses. So, Imani, we can continue or do we have?
Yeah, you can continue with Toastmaster Mohit.
So yes, Toastmaster Mohit, I'll share my screen. So Toastmaster Mohit, we have the next table topic as if you opened a shop, what would you like to sell? Toastmaster Mohit, sorry, you are on. Yeah.
Yes. If I open a shop, I would like to sell pani puri because as a child or as a kid, I used to thought that if I had a shop of pani puri, then I would eat a lot of golgappas. It's really like me. Then as I grow up, I saw many things. At some time, there was a pani puri shop in our town. So there was a nearby sitting bench. I used to sit there and I used to see there people eating golgappas. Sometimes some people are like, they are clearly expressing their emotions there, like give me some more, give me some this, put this something more, the pani is not good. Sometimes they have expression, today was golgappa was there. You can see the emotions and you can also see the frustration. Sometimes they come and eat golgappa and they go very happily after that. And there is another thing that sometimes golgappas and those things see me that they are very satisfying to some people, and you people usually enjoy those things. And okay, that's all.
Yeah, very, very, very well attempted, and you have definitely like wake up the intents of eating of the golgappa now. So very well explained the emotions which we see on the customer side. So very well attempted. Okay. Yes, guest Rekha, would you like to participate?
Yes.
Yes.
This should be the last one, Ritesh.
Sure. So the next table topic is what is the best gift you have ever given?
Okay. So the best gift given to me is by my best friend, that is football. Because I love to watch football and I'm a big fan of football. And I have been watching football since last 3 years. So I love to play football also. So that's the best gift for me, given by my best friend.
So which player do you like the most in football?
I like Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the first choice, but yeah, there are many players which I like. That is like the player. Actually, I love the Manchester City club, and from that, I love Kevin De Bruyne, and I love the coach of that club. That is Pep Guardiola. That's the favorite team.
Okay, that's very well attempted, guess Rekha. So thank you. That's all at my end. So we all have attempted very well. So back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Himani.
Can we have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Ritesh? I think he has brought in such an amazing, interesting topics for us. Thank you, Toastmaster Ritesh, for making the moment so lively. Thank you. All right, I'll quickly cover up the last element. I will not take much of a time. It's already 8:19 p.m. So the last element of voice modulation is the pause. So whenever we write something, we mention punctuation marks, right? Comma, semicolon, full stop, hyphen. So what is the purpose of putting punctuation? Just one word or one sentence, you can tell me. What is the purpose of putting punctuation marks? Punctuation.
Proper pauses. That is
Okay.
To show the emotion in words. If there is exclamation marks, then yeah,
Giving
that
proper
shows attention.
Correct. So it makes the sentence more meaningful. When you start speaking, those punctuation becomes references of taking pauses. All right. So why do we need pauses? Anyone? Come on. Why do we need pauses in the speech?
Yeah, we need pauses because when we are delivering a speech, after applying the pauses, other person can understand where which kind of sentence we are speaking. Is it like joint sentence or or a single sentence?
Okay. Yeah. Right. So basically, it gives time to your audience that what did you say, so that they capture it, they process it. For example, you asked a question. Your audience needs a time to think and respond to it. Okay, if you will take a pause, then it will create more impact. For example, you cracked a hilarious joke and you don't give time to your audience to understand and laugh at it, so you will kill your joke on your own. So you need to take a pause. So with this note, let me summarize the techniques. Let me summarize the discussion that we had with one slide. Let me just share it. All right, so this is the summary of techniques. These are the 4 pointers. So first is always, whenever you want to hone your voice modulation, speak along with another speaker. It will help you to observe the vocal variety and improve your 4 Ps. Okay. Second technique, when you write a script, clearly underline or highlight the words where you will inject the vocal variety, or you can put stress on those keywords. So for example, I'll mark my script to say for this phrase, I'll use high pitch, or for some, I'll use low pitch. Third, to hone your voice modulation, you can record your voice or speech and listen to it. Correct. So it will help you where you are going monotonous and where you're going in a good voice modulation. Fourth point, perform in front of a mentor or friend or kids and get feedback. So that's it from my side, everyone. And now I would like to hand over the session to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Himani. First of all, a round of applause for Toastmaster of the Day, Himani, for such a wonderful topic and the effort she put for it. Okay, so now we are on the third and last final session of the day. And I would like to call our first evaluator, Evaluator Seema. So stage is over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The topic chosen by the speaker was GRIE, as it created both enthusiasm and curiosity among all the members. Throughout the speech, I felt the speaker remained enthusiastic. The speaker was able to create interest among all the members. And in totality, when I would say I also got immersed into the story which he was relating to his friend. I believe all of us got immersed into it. And I would also say the speaker had meaningful gestures, accuracy in the grammar was there. And I would say he used all the 4 P's: space, power, pitch, and pause was there. The areas where he could improve or he would like to improve, hand gestures were used almost like all the time, which was not required. Voice modulation could be practiced. And in totality, I would say it was an awesome speech where the topic was very good. There was enthusiasm, energy. All in totality, it was awesome speech. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema, for the feedback on the wonderful speech given by Toastmaster Manan. Now we'll move on to the second evaluation for the day. Toastmaster Ashish, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Journal Evaluator. Variety is the spice of life, and it's not so different for communication and public speaking. That's what we witnessed today through this powerful performance by Toastmaster Priyanka. She started a bit flat, but built upon the excitement level as she went along. Her expressions were quite animated, not static at all, and she was able to bring to the fore every emotion that a human experiences. What I loved the most was the calmness with which she was delivering her speech. She didn't seem flustered or hesitant and was very much in command as far as the content and flow of the speech was concerned. The way she said, I inculcated all the feedback provided to me by my mentors till date, and it was evident in her intonation that she had actually inculcated that. She had well-timed pauses of appropriate duration sprinkled evenly throughout the course of her speech, and that was very engaging. Coming to what she could have done to make the speech better, I would suggest her to work a bit on her grammar and articulation. Achieving voice modulation and vocal variety are quite advanced stages of public speaking, and I feel if your basics of grammar aren't in line, it might not achieve the desired effect or intended impact. For example, when she said, is he left the room, which could have been like, did he leave the room or has he left the room? So some grammar could have been worked upon. I know it's not my remit as an evaluator to judge her on grammar, but I think in order to make the content, in order to make the speech more engaging, the grammar part could have been worked upon. One more piece of advice that I would like to give her is to hear audiobooks on apps like Audible to figure out how to weave a story using powerful tools such as vocal variety. This is one area I think that would definitely help her. Moreover, notwithstanding the fact that the purpose of the project was for the member to practice using vocal variety to enhance his speech, however, content is non-negotiable. In my view, you use ornaments like vocal variety, voice modulation to embellish and enhance your content. It's not the other way around. So I may be digressing from the purpose of the project here a bit, but I would suggest you to work a bit on the content of a speech to make it more engaging. But having said that, I liked how she was being herself on the virtual stage, not bogged down by the stage fright or audience gaze. So kudos to her for that. She spoke with a purpose and an intent. The volume of her speech was vibrant, and she was audible throughout the course of her speech. All said and done, I believe she has done justice to the project. Minor adjustment with regards to grammar and articulation can go a long way in helping her become a seasoned speaker, which I believe she's on her path of becoming in near future. That's all from my end. Back to you, Journal Evaluator. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. I think Toastmaster Ashish deserves a round of applause for such a wonderful evaluation at this point of time. So please, everyone, a round of applause for Toastmaster Ashish, as well as Toastmaster Seema. Let's move on to the next part, the auxiliary team. First of all, I would like to call on stage our R counter of the day. Our R counter for the day, Toastmaster. Am I still audible? I think I'm experiencing some. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, our counter for the day, Toastmaster Mohit. The stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. There was for account report, I have prepared a Excel sheet. So let's look at it. Yes, there was some uses were very often can seen in the speakers today. Some mention would be our general evaluator have used a little but joiners and also sound, whereas our TM Himani Singh have used so as a joint to sentence very often. And the details report and a suitable chart for this is here. And also I will present that in the group. Thank you, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Now, our grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Arunima, the stage is yours. Toastmaster Arunima, are you there?
Hi, Toastmaster Pritesh. I'm there. I think there was some problem.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Okay, it is Toastmaster Adesh. It's a simple name, but I'll just say that it has been such mispronounced today. Anyway, so Toastmaster Arunima, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adesh. So I would start that the word of the day was not used. I would encourage each one of us to use the word of the day. Since the word of the day was not used even once, I would like to volunteer 2 people who will use the word of the day and make a sentence. Come on, raise your hand. Toastmaster Seema, did you raise your hand? Okay, Toastmaster Rajesh, please go ahead. The word of the day is peek, which means to look something or someone from a hidden place.
Okay, so I have seen my friends when they were playing PUBG game, they used to peek their player from wall side to from another side to see what is going on in another background in that game.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh. That was great. Anyone else who would like to volunteer, or else I will pick myself? Guys, I can't see your hand. The word of the day is peek, which means to look someone or something from a hidden place.
I would like to give it a try.
Ashish?
I think Toastmaster Seema, with her screen turned off, she's speaking at all of us, and she's keeping a track of the progress of the meeting. Maybe her screen is turned off, but she's speaking at the course of the meeting. I think that would be a valid usage of the term peak. I think.
Yeah. But how would you use it in a sentence?
I just did. No? I think with Toastmaster Seema, she has her screen turned off, but I think she's speaking all of us while we are speaking, and she's keeping a track of what words everyone is using. That's the way I'm trying to use it. Peek is actually, you look at someone furtively, as in you look in someone steps through stealth mode. So that could be also be used by some soldiers who are in a mission when they have to bomb a target.
Yes. Thank you, Ashish. Yes, Shilpa, would you want to go?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is correct, but so I don't like people who peeking others' personal lives.
That is correct. Like, please don't peek in my life.
Yes,
That is
yes.
the correct usage. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shilpa. So moving
Thanks.
on towards my report, I have a general request to everyone that whenever we are in a Toastmasters meeting, let's refrain from using the Hindi words, and wherever we are using the words in Hindi, make sure that we provide a translation. Like in today's meeting, there was this word used many times, papa. Maybe we can call it dad or father. Or if it is something that we are using in Hindi to convey the meaning, let's ensure that after completing it, we give an English translation as well. And in the speech also, I heard mere paas aao, mere paas aao. So if you are using that, please make sure from next time that you give the reference in English. There were some good usages like calm, like engaging, humble, vibrant, covidient. These were the good usages that I found. Some of the not so good usages, and it can be used as like become unconscious. It's like got unconscious and gain consciousness, and not got consciousness. Consciousness is not something you got, it's like you gain. It's a feeling. And didn't found can be did not find. Since did not is already the tense, we are not supposed to use the past tense. It has to be the present tense, and it has to be the find. And anyone can anyone tell when you are engaging calmly, and not the calmness, the giving speech calmness. It could be giving speech calmly. That is all from my side. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Grammarian Harunima, for the day. Now, let's move on to one of the most important role bearers for the day, that is our timer, Suraj. Please, Toastmaster Suraj, give your report for this.
Thank you, General Evaluator. This is my report. The TM Manan completed his speech at 7 minutes. TM Priyanka completed her speech at 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Now come to the table topic speakers. TM Rajesh completed his table topic at 1 minute and 9 seconds. Guest Anjali completed her TTM table topic at 1 minute and 53 seconds. TM Ashish completed his table topic at 1 minute and 58 seconds. Guest Silpa completed her table topic at 1 minute and 5 seconds. Guest Swatantrata completed her table topic at 1 minute and 38 seconds. TM Mohit completed his table topic at 1 minute and 26 seconds. Guest Rekha completed her table topic at 1 minute and 8 seconds. Now come to the evaluation part. TM Seema completed evaluation at 1 minute and 20 seconds. TM Ashish completed evaluation at 2 minutes and 24 seconds. And TM Seema, she is disqualified because she didn't complete the evaluation part within given limits. So that's all from my side. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, everyone. Now it is time for my evaluations. I'll be sharing my screen for the same. I've prepared the evaluations for everybody as such with the acknowledgements as well as recommendations. I would be giving the evaluations for everyone, including the evaluators, the auxiliary role players, as well as the table topic master and the Toastmaster of the day. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, Ashish. Yes.
Okay. So for the Toastmaster Seema speech for a valuation, first of all, I would draw a round of applause for her as she used the sandwich approach. First for acknowledgements, and then there were recommendations, and a conclusion was also given. The acknowledgements were short and crisp, as well as they were relevant to the topic which was being held for the valuation. But my main recommendation to Toastmaster Seema would be that the time taken for evaluation is very less. It should be at least 2 minutes. It ended in 1 minute only, as the timer has also might have noted it down. The recommendations need to be expanded upon. Not only they were short, but they didn't lack depth and examples, so that the people can improve the next time. The suggestions which were given, they were not many. There were only 2 suggestions. One was on voice modulation, which was again the theme of the meeting. Next comes the evaluator, number 2 evaluator, TM Ashish. Excellent technique when acknowledging the speaker, strong points. Some vocabulary which was superb in this case was used. I really liked sprinkle of there was the word sprinkle used at one point of time. The recommendations were to the point, and amazing suggestion was made, especially using Audible as a voice modulating device and tool. So that was something unique which I have not heard before. So that was one evaluation which I really agreed upon with TM Ashish. So please, a round of applause from everyone for the evaluators. They did a superb job, both of them, and acknowledging them. Okay, let's move on to the next part, the role bearers. Now, the role bearers, first of all, our TMOD and president did an excellent job today. An excellent theme was chosen, which was relevant for the last meeting's feedback given by the general evaluator as well as both the evaluators. They were not happy with the voice modulation, and this meeting proved that yes, voice modulation can also be a theme for a meeting, and it can be a very good theme. Next, using the 4 Ps for voice modulation by various activities was commendable. The effort to make a presentation deserves a round of applause. The real achievement, I believe, was that the meeting went without a hitch. The pace, pardon the pun, was a little bit slow. It could have been faster. Rather than asking volunteers, you should randomly select people, so even the least engaged member can participate. A short clip about a powerful voice would have given more impact. As members were already practicing power, I think a short clip where a powerful voice was already on display would have given a more depth that. Next comes to table topics. Ritesh, commendable job again. The topics were wonderfully presented in the form of presentation slides. The table topics were unique and refreshing, at the same time seemed somewhat challenging. My main concern here is always call upon the members who do not have a role or are guests in the meeting, and you should ask for volunteers rather than randomly choosing any Toastmaster. One topic which compelled a member to use voice modulation would have been great in otherwise very unique topics. Next comes our auxiliary role players. So first of all, TM Mohit, great presentation and such minute details which you captured using the graph was commendable. Again, your font size and more recommendations to you reduce the R count and repetitive words could be given. That is my main recommendation. Please at least use a minute to give a complete overview to your role and a justice to the role of an R counter. It was just a small Excel sheet which was really nicely put together, but you could have expanded upon how can a person reduce his R counts, joining words or repetitive words. Next comes PM Arunima, engaging session. Only your emphasis was on the word of the day. I commend you that yes, you are trying to make the word of the day a very important part of the meeting, but it overshadowed your main role as the grammarian. You took over 2 minutes by engaging members to use it in a sentence, but you should have used your more time in giving more examples and correcting more misuse of grammar, which is the main role of a grammarian in the meeting. As for the word of the day, P might not relate as much to the theme voice modulation as some words which already Toastmaster Himani used, like power, pitch, pause, etc. They could have been the word of the day instead. Last but not least, our timer of the day. I would recommend timer Suraj rather than just speaking out the times of different members. A sheet could have been prepared to qualify the time limit rather than just telling the times of various members. So this is all from my side, and thank you so much for it. I would like all the polls for the best role player as well as the best auxiliary role player to be put by the technical master of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Himani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adesh, for such a detailed evaluation. Thank you for that. And thank you, everyone, for your wonderful participation. So can we have the feedbacks from our guests now? Anjali, would you like to say something? How did you find the meeting?
It was really nice. I will look forward to meet you again. And once I got, other details, so definitely I want to meet you guys in a, face to face, not only virtually. So let's see, let's hope for the best, we can say that.
Yeah,
So,
let's connect offline. No problem. Thank you, Anjali. We can move to Shilpa.
Yes, Iman. So, yeah. So today meeting was very means very my point is like means it was very interactive, and you are basically giving lot of chances to the guests to participate, and the topic was very great. So altogether the session was great, and I really loved the session today.
Thank you, Shilpa. We can move to Rekha.
Yeah,
Rekha, you're not audible.
Hello.
Yeah, Rekha.
Yeah, ma'am, the session was nice, and I found it very interactive. And yeah, I have some queries like when we meet face to face and like that, because I want to overcome the stage fear, not the fear to speak in like in online mode. Actually, I want the speech to deliver in an offline mode. That's the main concept from my side. And overall, the session was very great.
Okay. So Rekha, I would suggest to you that you visit any offline club first. Okay. And if your goals are like that, are aligned with that, so I think you should go ahead with it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, do give a visit to an offline club. All right, so we can move to Swatantra.
Yeah, it was wonderful. The topics were quite light, where you can come up with lots of speech, what everyone is looking forward to speak here. So that is the one thing. So the topics were very light enough to talk more, and that is I love. And I'm really looking forward to have the sessions like that with you guys. So it was wonderful, and just to get a feedback, very instant is really nice. Usually, if you get the feedback like day after or somewhere else, would not help you the way it will help you instant. That is something which is
That's true.
valuable. So yeah, it's really great.
Thank you, Swatantra, for joining us today. All right, so now last but not the least, we have Toastmaster Ashish. And to all the Toastmasters, he is a veteran Toastmaster from Toastmaster Club of Speaking and Leadership, I guess. I hope I'm correct. So,
Yeah,
so I just would like to I just would like to know what is your feedback, and we would like to know more recommendations rather than commentations part.
I think it's a wonderful club. I see all the members are very into it. Nobody seems like they've been forced to come here. They've come here voluntarily. So that's a plus for a club as a whole. And I see that Jyoti is your club coach, so I don't see anything going wrong with it. So when I started off with Toastmasters, I started off with TMSL, and she was the president of her club. So that's how I know Jyoti, and she has been a good friend.
Okay.
I think one thing that we can do is like when the journal evaluator called upon the evaluators, that evaluation part usually is done by the TMOD when they are inviting the speakers. So if when you're inviting the speaker, before we invite the speaker, we would like to invite their speech evaluators to help us with their speech objectives. So that's the usual format which is followed in some other clubs. Maybe, I mean, the good part about
So Toastmaster Ashish, yes, we also follow the same approach. So this time it happened. I think it's okay. So I didn't interrupt Toastmaster Adesh, but yes, the flow is that evaluators are being introduced by TMOD only.
Okay, then it's okay. I mean, another thing is in what we can do is to the timer was showing was keeping the screen visible.
Yes.
I mean, that can disrupt the speaker, that can distract the speaker if he see the clock ticking in front of him. That's one suggestion that I would like to give you, that not show the time on the screen like a ticking bomb, but you can show the green card and you can keep it up for like, what I do is I keep it up for like 15 seconds or so, then I remove it, I keep it up for like 10 seconds, and so that the flow of the speaker should not get hindered, it should not get affected adversely. That's all.
Very well noted. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. We love to have you today. All right, so now we move to our winners, our award section. All right, so award for best speaker. So all of you now, you can unmute yourself and we can make wild guesses. So award for best speaker.
TM Manan.
TM Manan.
Yes, it's one and only award for best speaker goes to Toastmaster Manan. Huge congratulations to you. So Toastmaster Manan is showing his own certificate. Great. So I think Toastmaster Manan, this time also you would bag, I'm hopeful you would bag the Toastmaster of the Month award. All right. So next we have best auxiliary role player. So we have Toastmaster Suraj, Mohit, and Arunima.
TM Mohit.
I think Mohit.
Mohit.
Okay. All right. So award for best auxiliary role player goes to Toastmaster Mohit. Yay. Many congratulations to Toastmaster Mohit. It is his first award and it is his second meeting, if I'm not mistaken. So good job.
Thank you. Very well done.
All right, now we can move to best table topic speaker. Toastmaster Ritesh, can you please help me with that?
Yes, so we have like plenty of table topic speakers, so the vote get distributed, but the highest voting is being given to Toastmaster Ashish.
Huge congratulations, Toastmaster Ashish. Okay, now we have best evaluator.
I think double win for Toastmaster Ashish today.
I think so.
I think so.
Yes, so award for best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Ashish. Many congratulations. Now we have best, so now we have best role player. So we have Toastmaster Himani, Toastmaster Ritesh, and Toastmaster Adesh. Yes, I pronounced your name correctly now.
No.
There would be a
One and
tie.
only Toastmaster Himani gets the award today.
There would be a tie.
Any more guesses, please?
There would be a tie between Himani and Toastmasters Adesh.
Okay, tie. Okay. So Toastmaster
I think it
Seema
might be
says it's a
Ritesh
tie.
only. I think it would be Ritesh with the very nice table topic today.
Yes, no
Yeah,
doubt.
it should be.
I think everyone has done a very good job,
Yeah.
and it's difficult. It's going to be difficult, but let's see. All right. So, award for best role player goes to Toastmaster Himani. Thank you, everyone. Okay, thank you, Manan. So yes, that's the end of the meeting. But we always end our meeting with our signature slogan. So on count of 3, this time Toastmaster Mohit will recite the signature slogan. I think he remembers.
Remember, yeah, next time.
You remember, right? So
No,
on
no,
count of 3.
I can't.
You don't.
Can't do it. Yeah, next time
Oh.
I will do.
Next time. So okay,
Last
so
time I
let's
didn't.
pass the baton to Toastmaster Rajesh. Would you like to give it a try? On count of 3.
Yeah, I would like to.
On count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, but repeat with me. In weave to lead.
In weave to lead.
In weave to
Repeat.
lead.
Leaders don't stop
Leaders don't stop
until they are on the top.
until they are on the
They are
top.
on the top.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh. And thank you so much, everyone, for your amazing and wonderful participation. Thank you for making it a great success. Thank you, everyone. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. It was a good evening. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
it was wonderful. Bye-bye.